Hi, I'm Evelyn, and welcome to this week's book chat. This week on Book Chat, we will be looking at Australian author Jaclyn Moriarty. Jaclyn has written lots of books for young adults, but also has some series for stages 2 and 3. This is the series I recommend for readers in Year 4 and 5. Jaclyn also has 2 sisters that are famous Australian authors as well. Jaclyn will now answer the 5 book chat questions.
Hello, my name is Jaclyn Moriarty, and these are my answers to Evelyn's excellent questions. The first question is, how long does it take you to write a book? And it usually takes me about a year, although I do have one book that took me 15 years to write. The second question is, what was your favorite book as a child? In my favorite books as a child, I can never choose just one, but I loved books by Roald Dahl, like especially James and the Giant Peach. And there's an author named E. Nesbit who wrote a book called The Phoenix and the Carpet. That was a big favorite of mine. If you won $10 million, what would you do with the money? If I won $10 million, I would share it out between charities and my family and friends. Now that I've said that, and the universe is very pleased with me and busy arranging for me to win the lottery, I can tell you what I would actually do with it. I love to travel, and I would love to go see the Northern Lights in Iceland or Norway. I'd also like a property with old established trees that you can climb, especially mandarin and mulberry trees, the kind of trees where you can climb them and then eat the fruit while you're sitting in the branches. And I'd probably give some to family and friends and charities. If you could spend one day inside any book, which would you choose and what would you do? That's a great question. And it reminds me that a favorite book of mine from my childhood also was the Mary Poppins book, or all of the Mary Poppins books. And I would love to go into the Mary Poppins books. And there's a scene where they go flying in the stars and extraordinary magical things are happening in the stars. So I would love to do that. Also, I would go to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory so that I could bring home a lot of chocolate. And the final question is, what advice would you give to kids who want to become better writers? I'm sure everybody tells you to read a lot, and I will say that too, but also not just reading anything, but reading across all different kinds of genres and types of books, including the types you like, and also maybe trying out the types you don't like in poetry and history and science, and also trying to write all different kinds of stories. So not worrying if you don't finish a story, because your imagination might be jumping all over the place like a grasshopper. Don't be disappointed with yourself if it does. That's great. It means the imagination is growing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jaclyn, for your time. Some of her books are available at the library.